Hey everyone, it's Yedidiah here, or Yeti for short, and I have an incredible story to share with you today from the Bible. We are going to talk about Israel's first king, King Saul.
Hi, I am Saul. I know what you're thinking, and yes, God really did make me this tall and this handsome.
And Israel's second king, King David.
Hi, I'm David.
And man, did these guys have quite a history together. David used to play the harp for Saul when Saul would get stressed or angry.
I get so stressed out with this guy, it's just, he...
La 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 la.
Oh, he's just really good. I don't even know what I was mad about.
David not only calmed Saul's anger by playing instruments, he was also a warrior that stepped into battle as a teenager to take out a giant that everyone was afraid of. Because of that, Saul kept David close by, and he loved David as if he was even part of his family. But things started to change. David became very popular.
Popular, yes, but not as popular as Israel's first king, Moab.
Well, let's roll this clip.
Saul has slain his thousands, but David has slain his tens of thousands.
What? Bring me David.
La 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 la, what can I do for you, my king? Watch where you're throwing those things, Saul. That almost hit me. Bro, that seemed very intentional. Okay, I think I gotta go. David was on the run for a while, but he did have a few loyal men that were with him. So Saul, with his army, chased after David. Ah!
I said, where is David?
David? Who is this David that you speak of?
I don't believe you.
No!
Saul was relentless, and he took out anyone that would protect David or would stand in his way. But David knew that God was with him, and that God would help him. So there Saul was, all alone in the cave. There's a cave! We should go in here and hide from Saul.
I'm going to check this cave alone. No one enter. I'm just...
You don't know what you're doing in there, Saul. Please, enter. Use the bathroom.
There was a long line at the last town, and I didn't get to go. Plus, we're so close to catching David.
And David was right there with him, and he snuck behind Saul, and he raised up his sword, and he cut a piece of Saul's robe, sparing Saul's life. Saul!
David, is that you, my son?
It is. I could have harmed you, but I spared your life. Look down at your robe.
What the... What? What is the...
David's men wanted David to kill Saul and become king in that moment, but David knew that God would deal with Saul and would help him become king in God's timing. So David waited for Saul to leave the cave, and he yelled to Saul. So David and Saul went off their separate ways, but Saul still had anger and jealousy towards David. Saul would again go after David, and but Saul would continue to go after David. But David continued to trust God that he would help him. Saul took 3,000 of his troops and camped in the wilderness, and he fell asleep. But David had spies in the area, and they informed David of Saul's whereabouts. So David slipped through Saul's army while they were all sleeping. David then had another opportunity to take Saul out. He snuck up next to Saul while Saul was sleeping, took Saul's spear, and decided not to kill Saul again. David took Saul's spear and water jug. He snuck past the army and then yelled out to Saul saying, "Where's your spear?"
Where is your spear? What? I'm a fool for chasing you. You have spared my life yet again. Please return home. I will no longer harm you.
Wow, can you believe that? David knew each time that God was with him and would help him. God cared for David just as he cares for you. Remember, kids, there's nothing too big or too small that God can help you with. Well, that's all the time I have for this week. Gotta go. Yeti out.